Hi guys, Shaky Nan again. I was just about to have dinner and I thought, why not have it with you guys? I'm home alone, Shane's at work tonight. So what this is a spinach Wellington spinach. It's spinach and cheese sauce on a salmon Wellington parcel. Now I love pastry, but it is tough for my trimmers because, as you can see, it breaks all up. Now what I've done is I've bought two different plates in here. This plate here is one that, oh, I'm throwing it across the table already. This one here is a plate that I don't normally use, and I will explain why when I show you my other plate. Just cut this all up and then see if we can pick it up. Now, as I said, I love pastry, but it is tough. It's tough to pick up as well. Now, when I use a knife and fork, I use my whole hand for the fork. I have my finger on top of the back of the fork there so that I'm pressing down and giving it a bit more weight. If I'm using the knife as well, I use my whole hand with my finger up there again to help with the pressure. Now, normally the reason I don't like these plates is because, hang on, I'll take a bite first. I've got to get the fork to my tongue first so I don't stab myself. There's no sides and my stuff can easily fall off if I don't, like that one, if I don't stab it before I get to the edge of the plate. And what I'll show you in a minute, the difference that I mean. So this one, I'm just trying to get all in the center because I don't want to get the edges. I'm scared for the edges. When I put the fork up to my mouth, oh crap, everywhere. I put the fork in sort of sideways, so I'm not going to stab the back of my throat. I'm sort of eating from the side of the fork with the fork laying across. Now, a lot of times we eat dinner on the lounge. Oh, crap, come on. I'll do that with the other plate. So this one, as you can see, it's a mess. I've knocked stuff off. I've thrown stuff over there. And now I'll show you the plate that I normally use. Oh, crap. I've still got more there. And the knife and fork that I normally use. Normally, this fork is a heavy fork, a thick, heavier base, so it's a lot sturdier in my hand, not completely sturdy, but a lot more control than that fork. For any dinner whatsoever, even if it's scrambled eggs, I use a serrated steak knife so that I know when I cut, I'm going to cut and not have to use too much force with the knife like I did in that one. And this one should cut it up a bit better than the other one. Now, the reason I like this plate is because, as you can see, it's got the high sides. I'm not worried about these sides on this plate like I was on that other one. The sides on this plate hold my food in for me. They help me get it on as well because I can push against these sides. With those ones, if I was to push it towards the side, I would have just spilt it everywhere. So I can use this side to help me now too. Push it onto my fork. And as you can see, a bit more steadier in my hand because this fork's heavy, but my thumb and my finger are down on that part of the fork. and in sideways. So as you can see, a bit better this time than I was. That one's just a mess all over the place. This also shows you too why it's embarrassing to eat out in public. If I'm eating like this in my office on my own, imagine out in public. Now I'll show you on my lap. When we sit on the lounge and eat, I do sit on the lounge and eat a lot. Because I can push the plate right up to my stomach, I'm leaning right over the plate. Anything I drop is going to go straight on the plate. And I can eat better this way. My arms are right into my body. I'm not stretching out. That's the hardest bit for us, the stretching out. Our arms are getting away from our body. We need our arms into our body. I also like this just to eat too because it's not much height. If I was sitting at a dining table and I was upright and trying to get that food up to my mouth up here, I'll probably shake it all off by the time it gets there. So I lean over, and once again, anything I drop will go straight onto the plate. So this one now, I'm using the sides to help me push the food onto the fork, where the other one I couldn't. There's no sides on there. So I hope that showed you guys that, you know, it's difficult for us to eat with anything, but if we can find things that can help us a bit to be able to eat, like these higher platter side plates, the serrated knife to help me cut easier rather than that bread and butter sort of knife and having to struggle with it and sort of more tear the food instead of cutting the food. So I hope that one helped a bit. I'll have a drink now. Now, my travel mug is my cup that I use even all day at home. At the moment, it's got water in it. I can have water in it, soft drink, tea or coffee, whatever. But I always use the travel mugs with the hole up the top, so I can get my mouth on with my head trimmer. And then I can pick it up. If I have to pick it up first, it'll just spill everywhere. So that's why I like the holes up the top, not the holes inside. That makes it all pour out the side of my mouth before I get it to my mouth. So once again, guys, I hope that was another interesting one, just to show you that even me on my own at home, I have difficult eating. So you could imagine out in public how hard that is for us to eat. Also, ETers, have a look for some plates that are like this with big high sides that might be able to help you hold the fork at least and push your food on, rather than those plates slide straight off the sides. I love you all, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again next week. Bye for now.